Ari Sloan, and this is Kushner's Weekly Update. Today we have many exciting news, such as sports and other highlights. But first, we go to the Chugs with David Schoen and David Feigenbaum. David and David.
Thanks, Ari. So I'm here with Adit Dixian and Liana Silverberg, part of the Social Action Committee. So guys, I hear you're doing some projects coming up. Can you please tell us about them?
So actually, in February, we're having the Domestic Violence Scream program. It's basically a theater, and what they do is they perform domestic violence, so then they talk about ways to prevent it, and they talk about what to do if you're the friend, if you're the victim, if you're the teacher. It's supposed to be really interesting and really informative, and we're really looking forward to it.
Here with John Lefkowitz and Jordan Stark, who's on the Chesed Chug. You guys tell us what you're doing?
We're raising money for this girls' orphanage in Israel.
How are you guys raising the money?
We're planning on having a Call of Duty tournament.
Jordan, how do you sign up for the Call of Duty tournament?
Well, you simply have to speak with Logan, our director for Chesed Chug, and you sign up on a sheet, bring in a certain amount of money so we can donate it to the girls' orphanage in Israel, and you can participate.
Thanks, guys. This year we have our second annual Battle of the Bands. Zach Turner has an interview with Josh Simon. Zach?
Thanks, Ari. Josh, what is the Battle of the Bands?
Well, Battle of the Bands is when a bunch of different bands get together from all different Orthodox yeshivas, and we have them play a couple songs, and based on their performances, a couple of judges decide who the winner is. Well, the main reason why we do this is, well, we have the people that come, they give money to get in, and it helps us raise money for all different organizations.
And what is the organization that the money will be mainly going to?
Mainly the money will be going to an organization called Kids Kicking Cancer, which is an organization that helps kids overcome cancer and helps build up their self-esteem.
Sounds great. Back to you, Ari.
Thanks, Zach. Today, Michael Lefkowitz and Shira Newman are introducing a new segment called Mr. Bryant Says.
What are your honest views of Mr. Pinansky and Rabbi Hamudo?
They're both so warm and fuzzy and such lovable characters.
What is significant?
Significant? I guess do I use that word a lot?
You use that. That's why we say what you always say. What significant is?
What's important? What matters? What makes a difference? What is something that's noteworthy or that changes and makes something much more important?
And if you had to say one person who, in the entire American history, that you enjoy reading about or learning about, aspire to be like, who would you say that is?
It would have to be my man Franklin Roosevelt, because I'm wearing my shirt with Franklin Roosevelt on it right now, because I'm doing World War II, and there he is. There's Franklin. And I think it's really comical that there's ever a shirt with Franklin Roosevelt's face on it, but I really think he made a difference.
Thanks, guys. This week in sports has been quite exciting. We're going to go to Nat Truce, who has more on this. Nat?
Thanks, Ari. This past week has been jam-packed with sports. The wrestling team faced off against the JC Lightning and the Rutgers Prepped. Congratulations to Max Reese and Kobe Uvisky for winning their matches. The varsity hockey team played Frisch and Mays, while losing to Frisch and obviously beating Mays. The varsity basketball team and the JV basketball team played Frisch this past Saturday night, being swept by them. And the bowling team played Frisch as well, and they demolished them, so you win some, you lose some.
Thanks, Nat. This week we all got to watch the wonderful play Death by Dessert, directed by Miss Ann Chosak. It's a very exciting mystery. Well, let me not spoil the whole play for you. Now you go to Eitan Rubin, who's at the play. Eitan?
I'm here with Adam Questel, one of the actors from our most recent play, Death by Dessert. Hey, Adam, what's going on?
Nothing much.
All right. First question would be what made you get into art and theater to begin with?
Well, I've always had a passion for acting. I really love acting, and I love the stage. So I guess this year I just decided to try out for the play and see what it was like, and I had a really good time. So it was
very cool.
Good decision.
Now, in regard to the play, what made Miss Chosak and you guys as a group choose this play, Death by Dessert?
Well, the group doesn't really have as much of an influence as Chosak.
Okay.
She really picks the play. But I think she picked the play because it was really funny, and it was an okay play to show at the school, and it just had really great elements to it.
All right, awesome. And what about the relationship now with the rest of the cast? How do you feel your relationship has grown with the rest of the cast?
Well, when you start out with a diverse group of kids from all different grades, you're a little timid to interact with them, but after the play, you're just a lot closer with everybody.
That's awesome. And just was just wondering, you guys have any ideas to what the next coming up play is going to be? Have any ideas?
Well, we're not exactly sure what it is. We know that it's going to be a musical,
Awesome,
so there's
wow.
going to be singing and music, obviously. The title has not been revealed yet. Mrs. Chosak said she's going to wait for the license before she tells anybody. So
All right. Well, awesome.
she's looking.
Awesome. Well, Adam, it was nice having you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And I'm Eitan Rubin. Back to you, Ari.
Thanks, Eitan. We now go to the truly gifted and most wonderful Mrs. Monk for this week's Dvar Torah.
Thanks, Ari. In this week's Parsha, Parshat Shemot, we learn about the birth and the growth and the development of the greatest leader of the Jewish people, Moshe Rabbeinu. And one of the questions that's asked is, why was Moshe chosen? What made Moshe so special to be able to become the leader of the Jewish people? Perhaps the answer lies in one of the psukim in this week's Parsha. In Parak Bet, Pasuk Yud Aleph, it states, Vayhi bayamim hahem vayigdal Moshe vayitzei el achav vayar b'sivlotam. Moshe grew up in a Mitzri household. He grew up in an Egyptian palace. He was brought up by the daughter of Paro. Moshe did not live amongst his brethren. He did not live amongst his fellow Jews as a slave. But when he got a little bit older, the pasuk tells us that he grew up and he went to see what was going on with his brethren. And it says, Vayar b'sivlotam. Not only did he go check out what was going on with them, he felt for them. He felt their suffering. Perhaps we could say about Moshe that one of the greatest things about him as a leader was that he understood what his people were going through. What makes a leader so great is the ability to be able to feel what your people are going through, maybe what your students are going through, or something along those lines. So I hope that we could take a lesson from Moshe to how to be a leader, what it means to be a good leader, and I wish everybody a good Shabbos.
Thanks, Mrs. Monk. Well, that's it for this weekly update. I'm Ari Slonim. Stay classy, Kushner.